get together. A very important game in the SEC between the hedges, as decided on Final Verdict on College Football Final. Mark Richt's very future could hang in the balance. South Carolina and Georgia on Saturday after Georgia's less than stellar performance against Boise State last Saturday night. This is a very important game for the perception of the Dogs and for momentum, I would think.
Well, it is for the Dogs, but I believe going up against South Carolina is not particularly good. I think that Georgia's a very talented football team, but they just aren't as talented as the University of South Carolina. You have to be impressed with Garcia. Coming in off the bench, he's been a starter for 3 years. He rushes for 2 touchdowns. He rushes 5 times, I think, for 56 yards. And we know the fact that he can throw. He has great receivers. Marcus Lattimore coming out of the backcourt, has Ashlon Jeffries. I mean, they are very talented. They put 56 points on the board against East Carolina. Make no mistake about it. This is an explosive football team. I think Georgia has some problems.
And you think this is an important game for Richt. And it's not so much that Georgia can't turn it around. Schedule's pretty easy, relatively speaking, in terms of who they miss from the West. The question is, will they, if they start off 0-2 with all of the hype and anticipation going into the season?
I think it's going to be very difficult for them to turn it around. I think it's going to be difficult for Mark Richt to keep his job if they have another losing season and losing this football game. And if you look at this Georgia team, the way that they recruited, as much as they went out there and said, this is a great recruiting class and we've got a great quarterback in Murray, and guess what, we're bigger and stronger than other teams that we face. Well, you know what? They may look like Tarzan, but they played like Jane against Boise State. They better pick it up against South Carolina, because this is a team that's very physical with Marcus Lattimore that will hit you in the mouth and keep hitting you in the mouth and continue to run the football at you until you give up.